Now guys, I truly feel like I have not been able to fully nerdgasm on the fact that Xenoblade Chronicles X is finally coming to the Nintendo Switch, and we're finally gonna get more story content along with it. It had been what, 9, almost 10 years since we've gotten a Xenoblade Chronicles X continuation, explanation, anything on this story. Now this video is pretty much gonna be me talking about things I want to be explained, potential theories involved as well, nothing too crazy. Now yes, this video will contain spoilers for Xenoblade Chronicles X, so if you don't want to be spoiled, I understand, and this video might not be for you. Now, I'm just going to be rambling and going ham with things I would like to see, so let's get right to it, right? So, one thing I would love for them to do is add pretty much the setup of Project Exodus. That means let's see Elma land, whether that is in the beginning of the game or a flashback that we're gonna get extra cutscenes showing it. I want to see that. I want to see Elma warn Blade about this potential threat that's coming. Now, following up from that, I would love to see, after we avoid the destruction of Earth because of the 2 alien races, we see this cool cutscene of Scales lined up ready to defend the white whale, and pretty much one of the alien races called the Ghosts come and try to sabotage the white whale, which causes us to crash land on Mira. I would love for them to let us play out the cutscene of the Ares going ham. I think that would be so cool. Or maybe we could just be the random Scales fighting off pretty much, and you know, I think it would be so cool. It would really show X's true tragedy of these soldiers pretty much doing whatever they can to save humanity. I think it would be so sick to add something like that gameplay wise, and if they don't, that's completely fine. I think it would be cool. Maybe we get to play the lone hero, or you know, maybe he's the Black Knight, I don't know. Maybe we get to play that guy who pretty much tried to save the white whale from pretty much getting destroyed. Now, I know Nopon are pretty much a staple in the Xenoblade series, but I would love to know why they're in the X universe. Maybe through this we get to know who are the Nopon and why are they like this multi-universal thing, you know? Because if they weren't on Earth, why are they always in these worlds? Like, what is so special about these Nopon that they're everywhere? Another thing is, how does Tatsu know about Homs specifically? How does he know that? The people of Earth, they don't know what the heck Homs are. So why does Tatsu know what Homs are? And Frontier Village also gets name dropped. How does this work? You know? Maybe they might not bring that back into the game because of like the story things, you know, because who knows, maybe it wasn't supposed to connect, maybe it was supposed to, but that's a crazy thing to put in a game. I don't know if Takahashi was like on his like one-off, like, there, let's just throw in a joke in there, or let's confuse them more, or leave it open for more potential story things if we ever come back to it. Yes, what are the Nopon? Can this game give us that? That would be so cool. Maybe through X we get to know who are the Nopon. Why the heck is there a Telethia on Mira, and why is it specifically in Noctilum? We have no clue why there's a Telethia here, and why is he this ultra Telethia that we've never seen anywhere. One of the coolest Telethia designs in my opinion. Did he go through one of the rifts that we see in Future Connected? That could be a way to help tie in X to the mainline games. Maybe you slowly tease it, it's a slow burn, and then we finally get it towards the end of the game. Why is there a Telethia here on Mira, and why didn't it attack our main character Elma and Lyn? It pretty much let us go by free and saved us. So I would love to know why the Telethia is here on Mira. The final cutscene in Yelv's Affinity Quest. In Yelv's quest, we are trying to find his missing partner, pretty much anything we can find left of him, and we kind of don't. Weird enough, at the end of that cutscene, we see, I believe her name is Elanora. That's the girl that's at the mission log area, near that area in New LA, pretty much how you get your side quests. And we see her talking to a mysterious person on the phone. We have no idea who she's speaking to. And she mentions that all the memories are intact, and they're gonna be following forward with the J bodies experiment. It's just such a mystery. We see Yelv in cryostasis. Is this a clone of Yelv? We know that people that are in Mira are in cryostasis, getting direct data in their head from their original selves or whatever. I believe that's how it is. What's going on? What is the J bodies experiment, and why was Elanora so weird in this cutscene? Maybe I'm looking too deep in it, and maybe I'm wrong, but it was super weird and trying to memorize this. And then at the end, she looks over at New LA with this creepy demeanor. It was super weird, and I would love to know more about that. I have no idea. That's something I would love for them to touch up. What the heck was that? What is Mira, guys? What is Mira? We all know that that was the biggest cliffhanger of the game. What is this planet? Because how are they still able to live despite all pretty much the data of the people on Earth being destroyed? How are they still remembering things? There's something about this planet, Elma says at the end of the story. Now, I think they're going to touch up on that because they can't just leave with something about this planet. You know, that's just something that I feel like since they said that, we're going to have to know more about Mira. What is this planet? Maybe it's a simulation of some sort. I have no idea. How are we on there? Maybe it was all a lie. It could just be anything. And that's something I can't really get too in depth with because I honestly don't know anything about it. Like, I truly do not know what Mira can possibly be. People like to say that Mira is pretty much Ionios. When the Xenoblade 1 world and Xenoblade 2 world come back together, we see a light go down and people like to say that that was the white whale. When I first played it, that's the first thing I thought about because my copium was through the roof. I have no idea what is Mira, and I would love to know more about this planet. Now, the final thing I would love to know about Xenoblade Chronicles X is who is the mystery man we see at the end of the game. Now, we know this was probably supposed to be the Black Knight that got cut out of the story, and we can actually see a lot of concept art of this character. Such a badass model that I hope gets into the game. That's another thing I'm geeked about. I hope we get to see that, a samurai scale like that in some way, shape, or form. We can actually see an in-game model of this character if you look into what we call the X-Files. Pretty much just using armor that's already existing in the game. Probably gotta get rushed. You didn't really see the character model at all at the end of Xenoblade Chronicles X. I would love to know who this guy is. So we see now at the end of the X Definitive Edition, there's actual voice lines here, and he says, "Fancy seeing you here," as if he knows who Lao is. So could this be someone part of Project Exodus? No idea on this one, but I am very intrigued. Could be the lone hero, maybe he actually did survive and still landed on Mira, or it is just the Black Knight. But something tells me that they may not go with the Black Knight being this character, but I am not sure. This is just a whole different, you know, thing here. I don't know. This has just been a mystery for so long. Give me that samurai scale model in the game. It would be so badass. Now, those are all the plot holes I would pretty much love explained in Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition. I feel like some are more likely than others, but I'm just excited that we are finally going to get more to this story, this mystery. And the beautiful thing about Xenoblade Chronicles X is pretty much up for interpretation at this point. We don't know everything, and I think that's something that they could play into if they want to do retcons, and just getting the pretty much the full-on answer is going to be so awesome. I cannot wait for this game, guys. I have been waiting for so long, and I hope you guys are just as hyped as I am. I will try to make more videos talking about Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition, and if we get more news on it, I definitely will cover it here on the channel. Like, comment, and subscribe, guys. Let me know what you guys would like to know about Xenoblade Chronicles X, and if you guys agree with one of the things I put on this video, please let me know, because I would love to know how you guys are feeling on the story of Xenoblade Chronicles X potentially getting better. So yeah, with that being said, like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope you guys have a good one. Cheers.